Hey, have you ever wondered how some students get perfect scores while others don't? Well, it's not luck. It's their study techniques. In this video, we will reveal 4 study techniques that Harvard students use to achieve top grades. These techniques are proven to be effective and can help anyone improve their study skills. So whether you're a high school student, a college student, or just someone who wants to learn more effectively, this video is for you. Harvard students use active recall to consolidate and memorize information. Active recall is a learning technique that involves retrieving information from memory without any cues or prompts. This technique is highly effective because it forces the brain to actively recall what has been learned rather than passively rereading notes. Harvard students use active recall by regularly testing themselves on the material they have learned. They use flashcards, practice tests, or simply ask themselves questions about the topic they are studying. By actively recalling information, Harvard students are able to identify gaps in their knowledge and focus on areas that need more attention. This technique also helps to transfer information from short-term memory to long-term memory, which improves retention and recall over time. Interleaved practice is a learning technique that involves mixing different topics or skills during study sessions rather than just focusing on one topic at a time. This technique is based on the idea that interleaving helps learners to differentiate between similar concepts and improves their ability to recognize and recall information in different contexts. Harvard students often use interleaved learning when they plan their study schedule. Instead of dedicating an entire day to studying math, they will mix it up with other subjects like economics or history. This technique helps them to break out of their comfort zone and apply their knowledge in different situations. Interleaved learning can be challenging initially, but it leads to deeper understanding and better retention of information. Spaced repetition. Spaced repetition is a learning technique that involves intentionally spacing out review sessions to optimize the retention and recall of information. This technique is based on the idea that the brain needs time to consolidate memories and that spaced repetition leads to more robust memory formation. Harvard students use spaced repetition by planning their study sessions in advance and setting reminders to review material after specific intervals. For example, they might review notes from a lecture the next day after the class, and then again a week later to reinforce the material. Spaced repetition can be done using various tools, including calendars, planners, or reminder apps. By using this technique, Harvard students are able to optimize their study time and ensure that they are reviewing information at the right intervals. The 4th study technique used by Harvard students is collaborative learning. Collaborative learning is a technique that involves working with other students to learn and complete tasks. This technique is based on the idea that students can learn from each other's perspectives and that working in groups can lead to deeper understanding and better retention of information. Harvard students often form study groups with their peers, which allows them to discuss and debate ideas, solve problems together, and learn from each other's strengths. Collaborative learning can help students to stay motivated and accountable and can provide a supportive environment for learning. These are 4 study techniques that are commonly used by Harvard students to achieve academic success by using active recall, interleaved practice, spaced repetition, and collaborative learning. Students can improve their learning outcomes and reach their full potential. So if you want to succeed academically, consider adopting these study techniques into your own learning routine. And remember that it takes time and practice to master these techniques, but the results can be truly transformative. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.